Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks videos. This is about the Valiant season. Now, before we go, please consider subscribing. It will help me out a lot. And it will help other people see this video, and it'll also help you and possibly even your friends. Now, we're going to get to the challenge. The challenge here is caused because I reviewed the items for this season, and they're awesome. So I thought, I'm going to use this same idea that I had previously. And that is, the price of the Ultimate Season Pass is 6,000 gold. And the rewards you get for it are well worth it. So I thought, will the card pack with 30 blue cards cover this season? So I thought, you know what? That'll make a great video. Let's do that. So I'm going to do the blue card pack, which is 25 plus 5 bonus. That costs, in America, after taxes, $40.03. We're going to call it $40 just to make it round. Easy to handle. Now, you can also buy straight gold from the store. And I'm going to show you that as well. But I was going to use this as a background for the beginning of the video because it's a killer image. So this is our quest to find out if one pack of blue cards can pay for the entire Ultimate Season Pass. These are the last few days of the Christmas season, but I wanted to use this picture sequence. So Ultimate Season Pass, which starts Tuesday, will be 6,000 gold. Just like you see it here with the tank and Krampus in the first of the orange rectangles. If you, for whatever reason, can't afford it, aren't going to buy it, the Season Pass regular, 2,000 gold. You get everything that the Ultimate Season Pass has except the 3D British Commander, and you also do not get the Tier 10 British tank. It's a medium. You can also buy none of those and just play the free version. You're not going to get anywhere near the stuff, which is okay. It's not a problem. But if you have a chance, you need to at least get the 2,000 Season Pass because you're going to get paid 2,100 gold coins plus 4 more key cards with a minimum of 1,000 gold coins. So that's 3,100 minimum if you finish the season. So literally, the only reason you shouldn't buy the Season Pass is if you can't afford it at the moment. Okay. So now I'm going to show you key cards, blue key cards. The 30 pack, 25 plus 5 bonus. This is the challenge. Can this pack produce enough gold coins for you to buy the Ultimate Season Pass, which costs 6,000? Now, your other choice, certainly good, for 6,000 gold, actually 6,500 gold, costs $30 plus tax, like $32.50 ballpark. So the difference you have between these two is pretty straightforward. You have the straight gold, which is this, about $32.50 for $30 for 6,500 gold, which would give you enough to buy the 6,000 Ultimate Season Pass and give you 500 left over. Or you have the other choice, and that is to take the gamble, buy the 30 cards for $40, and see if you will have enough gold to purchase the Ultimate Season Pass. I already know the general answer, but the thing is, you need to see it yourself. I can tell it to you, and you may or may not understand all of what it entails. That's fine. The thing that happens whenever you buy key cards, or if you've ever gotten a key card, you should already know most of this. You have several items you can get. You get gold in every card. You're going to get random boosters or days of premium, not in every card, but randomly in the cards. There's also a chance to get prize tanks. Those prize tank cards would give you, in a blue card, 150 gold, the tank of whatever, a garage slot for that tank, and 100,000 silver. So the way you gather gold, you buy the cards, you open those cards, and whatever happens, happens. The range of gold that you get from a blue card is 150 gold all the way up to 400 gold. The tank prizes you get are randomly, there's 15 different tanks that you could randomly get. And each card has a chance of 10% that it has a tank inside. So that means roughly, when you get 30 cards, 10% of that is 3 tanks. That is the average, and in my experience, and it's a lot of experience for myself and other people's cards, and the videos that I have watched, that is an accurate assessment. So your estimated expectations for blue packs, 3 cards with tanks. At that point, the gamble part is, well, if you're going to get 3 tanks randomly, and I've seen literally everything from 1 tank card to 7 tank cards in a blue pack. Who knows what you get? And they range from tier 3 tanks all the way up to tier 8. There's like 1 tier 8, 1 tier 7, actually 2 tier 7s. I think that's correct. I think it's 2 tier 7s. Then it becomes, what do you get? What does your pack have in it? And that's what we're going to find out as I show you the video of opening 30 cards. Oh, wait a second. And we're off. Aha! 150 gold. Now, most of the cards you're going to get in the pack are going to have 150 gold and then random items to go with them. That one had a × 3 vehicle bonus booster, and that's pretty good. 350 gold. This would have been a 150 gold and a 200 gold combined together. So they get combined to make 1 item, so there's only 2 instead of 3. But there were actually 3 items. 2 of them were just gold. And that's what you're looking for, are those high-value gold cards. There's another 150 gold. And also another × 3 vehicle booster. Another 150 gold and × 3 vehicle booster. Again, a 150 gold, but you get 1,600 free experience and then 100,000 silver, which is nice. That was a very good card to have 150 gold. There's another 150 gold, another 1,600 free experience, and a × 2 vehicle booster. The boosters are great. Hold on to those and use those when you're working on advancing your tanks. There's another one. Same card. 150 gold, 1,600 free experience, and another × 2 vehicle booster. Another 150 gold and a ×2 vehicle booster, and this time 75,000 silver. Pretty nice. At the end, I'll explain to you how you should use your boosters. 250 gold, fantastic. And then another ×4 commander booster. They sell those commander boosters ×4 for 103 gold. You can hit the button on your controller in your garage and see it come up on the screen if you don't have one of those. So here we got another 150 gold, and this time it had two 50,000 silvers that combined into 100,000. Another 150 gold and 1,000 free experience. The 10,000 silver is the minimum you can get. It's just really a placeholder. 275 gold, that's nice. This is what we're looking for, are those high value gold cards. Oh, nice. There's a Locust. Now, I already have this Locust, so this is going to be a refund to my account. It's a special case. That is a 900 gold tank. If you notice it on the thing, it said 150. I mean 1050. That's 150 gold plus 900. Oh, look, silver booster ×2. Fantastic. That's one of the best items you can get in a 150 gold card. They're very hard to come by. And they don't sell those by themselves in the store. Nice! 400 gold is the highest gold you can get with a premium day. Fantastic. So that's really a special card. The special cards are this one, the tank cards, and the card in a card. Because hey, you just got a free card out of a card. It's fantastic. All right, another 150 gold, 1,200 experience, and again, the filler of all fillers is the 10,000 silver, because it buys you one ration or one gold repair. ×2 vehicle booster, good. 150 gold, always good, and then a very small 400 free XP. But again, they all add up. Nice, LTP. Again, this is another tank I already have, so I get a gold refund to my account. So let's see how much this is. I think it's about 1,000. No, 850. It's 1,000 with the 150 gold added to the 850. So that's one of the lesser value tanks. 150 gold, 1,000 free experience, always good, and then the filler 10,000 silver. But you just never know what you're going to get. Again, 150 gold, another ×3 vehicle booster. Hey, I'll take those ×3 vehicle boosters every time. They're great. All right, we're down to the final 10. $150 gold, 1,600 free experience, and your token 10,000 silver. $275 gold. There's another high value gold card, which is nice. Another 150 gold, another ×3 vehicle booster, which is also good. Another 150 gold, 1,600 free experience, and then, the token 10,000 silver. I have my fingers crossed, or as my friend would say, do you have your ring? Well, yes, I do. ×2 vehicle booster, plus 150 gold and another decent 800 free XP. At the end of this, I'm going to give you the tallies for what we've gotten from this, because that's the test. Another 150 gold, another ×2 vehicle booster, and then 75,000 silver. Running out of cards, man. Another 150 gold, 1,400 free experience, and then the token 10,000. Another 150 gold, another ×3 vehicle booster, and another token 10,000 silver. Come on, baby. Another 150 gold, ×2 vehicle, and 1,400 free experience. Okay. Cross your fingers for something good. Final card. 150 gold, ×3 vehicle booster, and then another token 10,000 silver. So that is pretty good. Now, all right, the totals are in. What happened here was 7,050 gold, 16,600 free experience, 570,000 silver. So we got 2 tanks. Unfortunately, that was one below the expected average. But the important thing here is that we're going to learn from this. Like I said, I've seen everything from 1 to 7. This was 2. This is below average on the tanks. And the tanks we got were 2 of the cheapest ones there are. Okay? This is a possible result. And you don't hear me crying because, hey, you get some great results and you get some, well, not so great. And actually, this isn't that bad. But this is below average, and that's what I'm going to tell you. So now this is there are 2 special cases that happened here, and those were the tanks I got that were duplicates, which was the Locust and the LTP. Well, let me show you those. This is the M22 Locust, tier 3, very fast tank. I mean, very fast. Good tank for doing long hauls if you have one of these, because of its speed in the right hands. Now the other tank we got, oh, the Locust, that was 900 gold for that one, directly to my account. So let me get the LTP. All right, this is the Soviet tier 3 LTP. Both of those are light tanks. I'll just leave this on here. But we got, so those are 2 special cases where I got tanks that I already own, so they become instant refunds. Now, objectively, I was hoping to get something higher up, like the tier 6 Firefly Sherman, or the tier 7 Dreadnought. But, you know, you get what you get, and it's random. You never know. That's part of the excitement and the fun. Now, what happens in this thing here is that the tanks that are available, if you don't have them, great, you got a tank in your card and you got gold. It's a win-win. But if you have the tanks already, then, well, you kind of hope to get the big ones, because the Dreadnought, which I have, is a 6,500 gold value tank. That's more than the cost of the entire Ultimate Season Pass itself. So this is the possibilities that can happen, and it will depend directly upon what you personally have in your garage. Okay, so now let's go back again. The gold results, I subtracted out. Well, let me remind you. The total gold that I got was 7,050. 2 of those tanks were repeats, duplicates that I got gold for. That total was 1,750 for those 2. So when you subtract out the 2 refunded tanks that I got from the total gold, that means the gold coins you saw from the cards. And I want to say this because imagine that you got the pack that I just had. Well, if you didn't have the LTP and you didn't have the Locust, you'd get those tanks. And you're going to get 5,300 gold with those tanks. So the question is the 30 pack of blue cards enough to get you the ultimate season pass? The answer, I told you I already knew the answer, but I wanted to show it to you so you could see what it looks like, so you have a better grasp of what could happen and what you could get. The answer is no. We got 5,300 gold coins, 2 tanks, and a bunch of boosters, which is nice because you don't have to go and buy those with gold. So the thing is, essentially, since the Ultimate Season Pass cost 6,000 gold, this pack got 5,300. That means I'm 700 short. So, and this is the very average amount of gold coins you get for a non-special case. And the special case is card in a card and tank in a card. Now, I didn't get any card in a card, which was bizarre because the odds of those are 5%. And so you're expected to get 1.5 out of every 30 packs. So one time you'd buy a pack and you get 1. And another time you'd buy a pack and you get 2, and 1 plus 2 is 3, divided by 2 is 1.5. That's how you get the average. But I got 0. It happens. So this pack was below average on card in a card. Average would have been 1, okay? That would have been the low average. The high average would have been 2. So I was below average on the card in a card because I didn't get any. Below average on the tanks, I got 2 instead of 3 because 3 is the average. Gold, I was a little ahead of the 5,000 really average is what we go with. 5,000 for blue cards, 8,000 for black cards. So I was a little ahead on the gold. I got a lot of ×3 boosters for vehicles, which was good. I would say that was above average. I was about average with 16,600. That's about average for free experience. 570,000 silver is probably above average without tanks. I would have gotten, actually, no, I got 2 tanks, so if I would have gotten 3 tanks, yeah, I would probably have gotten less. Well, not less than that number, but actually, no, I'd say the silver was less than it would have been because normally when you get 3 tanks, that's 300 grand right there. But I did get 100 grand once or twice. I don't know. I think it was about average. I feel it was average on the silver. But this was a low end for me, in my experience, pack. So the answer is, again, no, you don't quite have enough. But if you have 700 plus gold in your hands, I would recommend, or what I would do if I was in that position. I'm not going to tell you to gamble because it's gambling. Yeah, it's low-end gambling, but it is technically gambling. I gamble on myself, okay? My math tells me that if I have 700 gold in my hands and I want to get this 6,000, I'm going to take the gamble, buy the card pack, and hope that I get good tank cards. Now, I mean, for me, it worked out great. I got 7,050 gold. because I got 2 refunds on tanks that I already had. So it did satisfy the conditions. Is it enough to buy? It is, but that's not a fair comparison because I have tanks that you may not have. If this is let's say you have a teenager that just got this game a month ago and he's like, okay, I want to get this, fine. Well, he doesn't have any premium tanks. He'd have gotten 2 tanks for free, the LTP, which you see here, and then the Locust, which I showed you, and 5,300 gold. He would not have enough, but in a couple of weeks, he would have enough. If he does long haul missions, he would get free gold. He would have enough to cash and get the ultimate season pass. So this is the scenario you have to look at. You can say, well, gamble on the cards. You might get really lucky. Now, there's another special condition that happens somewhat often. It's happened to everybody that I know who's ever bought packs of cards, and that is there's a special condition that does occur. It's a surprisingly frequent, maybe 10 or 20% of the time, where you'll get 2 of exactly the same cards, which is fantastic if you're a newer player, because you're like, well, you'd get, let's just use an example, you'd pick up the, in this card, I got the Firefly, Sherman. Great. Didn't have it. Fantastic. And then several cards down the line, you get another Firefly. Well, that second Firefly is a 3,400 gold tank. And so it's an instantaneous jackpot. Okay? And that's the thing that's killer. That is another possible special occurrence that does happen, although you can't bank on it. That's like I said, it's gambling. I can't go and say, well, I'm just going to buy this. I'm going to get 8,000, 10,000 gold. I've gotten 14,000 gold in one pack. Today, I got a much lower 7,000. But that's the thing. You can get lucky. You can get slightly unlucky, too, which is what I did. I got slightly unlucky. So I want to inform you so that you've got to go into it with open eyes. Now, there was a guy who answered one of my videos. He was like, I had no idea you could buy cards and get gold, etc. So he did it, and he raked it in. He literally raked it in and sent me the message in one of my videos, and I don't remember which one it was. But he got like 7 tanks in one pack and then got 4 in another. Now, those are not standard results, but they're awesome results, okay? And I've seen those myself. So it does happen. In fact, I got 7 twice, so I'm just saying. That's the kind of thing, it's not bragging. This is legitimate fact. I got the videos posted on YouTube. You can go watch me bust open those 7 card pack videos. It's all legit. Okay, there's no goofiness here at all. It's all there to be seen. But that's the high end of the luck. And it was fantastic. And that's the thing. You take a chance, you get lucky, and you can really super score. But I wanted to let you see this because it's a legitimate question. Now, you can take the safe route. The safe route is $30, well, $32.50, gets you 6,500 gold. You get your season pass plus 500 extra. Perfectly fine. Which is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's boring to me. But hey, it's not about me, it's about you. I'm just giving you the info. Take this info for what it's worth to you. And, if it seems risky, don't do it. I and my friends, we're about calculated risk. And it's a calculated risk. But our experience tells us that we're going to be okay. But if this is not your cup of tea, as they say, if this is too risky for you, don't do it. I would never, ever want to tell you or try to coerce someone to go and take this gamble. And if they get a bad result, I'll tell you another bad result a guy told me. If you got a bad result, I'd feel terrible if I told you to do it without warning you that this is a possibility. Now, one of the guys who had also answered, it was a different guy who answered replied to one of my videos. He's like, Yeah, you know, he bought a red card pack. He got nothing. 27 cards. Cost him $108. He got 27 cards and got no tanks. And I told him, I said, you know, that's terrible. And I'm sorry that you have that, because that's why I've never bought a red card pack. I'm afraid to get 27-0, you know, zeros. I'm like, no thanks, bro. I'm gonna gamble a little bit. I'm a little risky. I'm like, that's too much risk for me. Okay, I'm sorry. I'd feel like a moron if that happened to me. And I'd feel that anyone who knew that it happened to me would go, what are you thinking, moron? That's what I would think, okay? So that's the deal. We all have our limitations of our risk, okay? So the blue card pack is fine to me. My other friend, the Fishman, he's exclusively black cards. And it's a great one. He's had tremendous results. He's had a few bummers too, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, he's a big boy, and he plays in the black card packs. That's his favorite ones, and that's awesome. He always sends me those videos, and they're killer. And I make videos of them, as you've seen here. So that's the thing. Find your comfort zone. And if your comfort zone says, hey, I'm going to take $30 and buy 6,500 gold and call it even, hey, more power to you. Me, I'm rolling the blue card dice. You saw what happened here. It worked for me. Now, and I got a bad result. I'm telling you up front, this is one of the worst ones I've got. 7,000 gold, a bunch of boosters. Okay. If that's quote losing, okay, you got me. I'm still good. I'm going to get what I wanted. So that's the thing. You've got to properly frame the risk and reward. And even though this was an inferior result for me, you know, I shake it off. It's no big deal. I've had such killer results that I knew one of these has to be coming at some point, and there it was. So that's the thing. So find your comfort zone. Look at the risk and reward. If you want to go, let me show you where it is. If you want to go and find out what the cards have potentially, you go here, go to the key cards. It says hit Y to see drop table on Xbox. Let's do that, and I'll show you. Okay, this is the drop table. And this is where you find out what is available. Now you have it for all three, blue, black, and red. We're just going to do the blue. I'm not trying to make an all-day project of this. This tells you the breakdowns of all of the different types of cards you'll get, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and it's all legit. People have asked me, you know, is that really legit? And with my advanced math degree, yes, it's all legit. I've studied a lot of videos, and if it was hocus pocus, I'd tell you. I can't be fooled in this regard. It's all legit. So here we go. This is the list of the tanks that are available. I'm going to use my mouse here. M3 Light. This is going from lowest value to highest. M3 Light. Sexton 1. This is Panzerkampfwagen S35, Tier 3. M22 Locust, Tier 3. Su-76I, Tier 3. LTP, which I got, Tier 3. AC-1 Sentinel, this is a Tier 4, medium. Honor T-28 with the F-30. This is a beautiful tank with the ceremonial paint job, Tier 4, Russian medium. Tier 4 Russian medium A-32. I made a video of this super tank. In fact, last night I had several awesome games in this tank, the A-32. It is a super tank. Now, it's not like super invincible, but it's really good. Frostbite Grizzly, Tier 5 medium. It's a Sherman tank, Canadian version. This is a tier, what is this, Tier 5 or Tier 6? I think it's a Tier 6 Su-100Y, Soviet tank destroyer. Sherman, Tier 6 Firefly, British Sherman. Dreadnought KV-2, a butt kicker, Tier 7, with a monster like 700 damage cannon. Jackal, British M4 with a French autoloader turret on there. I don't have it, and it's awesome, and that's one of the ones I want. Well, in this pack, I missed again. What are you going to do? It's a long shot, okay? And then the top dog is the AMX Canon d'Assault 105 millimeter cannon. That is a 10,000 plus gold tank. So that's the top prize is the French AMX. And the second best one is the Jackal. It's the only one I really want out of this entire set. I mean, I'd take that Frenchie. I don't have it, but I have the KJ Panzer. KJ Panzer 105 from the season, another 10,000 gold tank, which is basically about the same thing as that AMX. You know, it's a same configuration, fixed gun, low profile tank destroyer, but instead of French, it's German. You know, so tomato, it doesn't really matter. I already have one of those more or less. If they said, I'll give you the Frenchie AMX or the Jackal, I'll take the Jackal. I'll play the Jackal. That Frenchie AMX, I already have the German version, tomato. I don't really care. If I had it, fine, it's great. If I don't have it, that's fine, it's great. I don't care. But these are the tanks that are available. So here's the dealio. Here's what you need to look. You look at this and go, what of these do you have? Now, myself, I have all of these except for the Jackal and the Frenchie AMX. I have everything else. The more you have, the greater your chances are to get a refund, which is a special case. The easiest breakdown is if you have 5 of these tanks, your chances of getting a refund is 1 in 3 for every time you get a tank card. So if 1 out of 3 would be a refund, if you got 3 tank cards, you're going to average 1 refund. You're going to, like I said, that's an average. You might get no refunds, you might get 3 refunds. You never know. But it just gives you a ballpark. So this is the thing. If you look and see what is available, what you have in your garage, it affects the risk reward. Now, like my friend has every one of these tanks except one. He doesn't have the honor. So the last time he got stuff, he got refunds and everything, but he never got the honor. Fortunately for him, the honor is a cheap tank. It's a 1440 gold. He could just go buy it. Okay? In fact, my friend got the Frenchie AMX. He got it twice. So he got a 10,000 plus refund off of that tank, which was awesome. Okay? And he used that to get a G.I. Joe Armadillo. Fantastic. This is the kind of luck you can have, or the opportunities if you get lucky. Now, I've picked up like 3 duplicate Fireflies. So I did quite well because those were like 3,400 each. I've done well differently. So it's like I said, it's a risk reward. You got to look at the situation. And if you decide to go for it, cross your fingers because, man, anything could happen. So that is the drop table for the cards. So hopefully this helped you out to give you an idea of what's possible, because this next season, Ultimate Season Pass, is going to be awesome. The tanks were terrific. The commanders that you get are terrific. Everything else you get is a bonus, terrific as well. So that was the goal, was for me to help you look at this and go, well, do you want to go with the cards or do you want to go just with the straight gold? Like I said, the safest way to do this is to just buy the straight gold, pocket the 500, and go, hey, I'm going to get 4 free cards in my season. Take my chances there. Certainly legit. I'm not going to complain or tell you otherwise. Myself in this situation, realistically, if all I had was 700 gold in my account, I'd say, you know what, I'm going to roll with the cards. I'm going to roll with the blue and see if I can, get lucky. And like I said, I did get lucky. I got 7,000. But I had 13 of the refund tanks, okay, that I have collected over the years. So it's different. Everyone is different, and I'm just giving you the information. You've got to sift through this information, apply it to yourself, and go, you know what? I think I'm in a good zone to go for this, or I think I'm not in a good zone, and then you should just straight buy gold. Whichever one works for you. Hey, leave a comment. Tell us what you chose, and cross your fingers that that's the best choice that you made for yourself. If you guys decided to gamble and you got lucky, I'd love to hear it. As is everybody else would go, man, that's awesome. So thanks for watching this video. I hope it helped you out. Please like, please subscribe. Tell your friends to watch this so they can see what the deal is and figure out for themselves. And who knows, maybe they'll subscribe too. So I will see you guys in the next one. Tuesday is going to be awesome. I will see you then with What's New Tuesday.